Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Huh? It's the house!
There we go, there we go, there we go. Hold on. Alright, look at that. Alright. How's everybody doing? Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on. Somebody at the, the Chalie Kirk Memorial, jeez, I had so many thoughts in my head I couldn't even get the sentence out. The Chalie Kirk Memorial tomorrow, there was some guy that was impersonating a police officer with a gun and a knife inside the building today. And, the memorial service is tomorrow. He was pretending to be a police officer. I mean, how creepy is that, you guys? That's nuts. I'm actually pretty nervous about tomorrow's. There's a lot of politicians that are going to be there. Trump, J.D. Vance, it's a huge deal. And so, these nut jobs might be coming out of the woodwork for this. Hello. It's time. The hello timing's over, everybody. Let's get moving on to the show. That's so mean, Gray. We want to say hello. Hello, 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 hello. Let's do it. Let's do it right here. Hold on. Let's get done with all the hellos. Okay, here we go. Watch this. Hello, 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 10, 20, 25, 30. Hello, 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 45, 50, 55, 60. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 10, 20, 25, 30. Hello, 10, 20, 25, 30. Hello, 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 10, 20, 25, 30. Hello, 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 hello. I mean, look at you guys. If there's 400 people watching and every single person has to say hello to every single other person, I think that would be like 75 million hellos, okay? I mean, that's crazy. Gray, you bastard. Ooh. Man, I should probably turn off that, getting a lot of subs. I like that thing on there, though. I guess we'll just have to get used to it, that sound. Clearing out the chat early. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's that sound you're hearing, that's a new subscriber. I see me there in Eastern Washington. You know what, all these pins on this map here, that isn't even close. I mean, I've showed it before. I can't move the computer. There's so many pins on there. Like, that uses up all the cache. I mean, it's like, it's a sea of yellow when I turn them all on. I mean, I don't know if you can see here on the left. Can you see this? Here, let me just do this. Watch. See over here on the left? That doesn't work because it's... hey, maybe I can... No, not that one, not this one, this one, that one, no, this one. Yeah, I guess that's the only one that works. But see how there's no check mark next to anything? I mean, these aren't... Those don't count because those are just... But I mean, look at all of these. See this? It's like years and years and years. None of these have check marks next to them. All this stuff that I'm scrolling by right here. And then I just sort of down below start have some, you know. So if I turn that the whole thing on, this whole screen would be yellow, except right through here, the Bible Belt there. There isn't really much going on there. Blue ones are just ones that I decided to do blue for. I think these blue ones are for fishing. These aren't really even related to crime. No, actually, in this case, I do have pins for fishing. These blue ones are for that Oregon serial killer case. Gray, you bastard. Yeah, I got this person that just keeps emailing me over and over, wanting me to look at all these different videos, and the guy in black that's wearing gloves, he's got to be the shooter. And I wish I could just tell you guys, I mean, just listen. I've been doing this for, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years. Like the live streaming for like 8, right? And I'm telling you, I mean... There's always a chance that there's some just the weirdest thing you've ever heard of that's happening in a case. But almost every time, every case that I cover, bigger ones, you know, the big ones, the national news ones, there's always a huge contingent of conspiracy nutters who that's all they do. You know, they start trying to sell you on all the gunshot had to be coming from over here because of this. I do think it is strange, like there isn't really like an exit wound that we see so far. Candace Owens, you know, somebody that we should all just trust and believe in. She said she saw the video and couldn't see anything coming out the back. You know, I guess we'll just have to see what happened. Did the bullet ricochet? Maybe he missed by a wider margin and it ricocheted and didn't have as much momentum. Who the hell knows? None of us know. What we do know is that the shooter was on the roof, and they actually found the rifle with a spent, magazine in there, or a spent bullet in there, a shell, and his fingerprints on the trigger. You know? Hey, Michael, I'm not here to entertain you. Okay, I'm just here doing a show. We hang out, we talk. I don't care what you want or anything like that, Michael Barron. I'm not interested in having you here. You're absolutely an uninteresting person, just in general. You might want to look into that. Maybe, try reading articles or something. Hey, look at that. Gray, I've been watching YouTube for 15 years. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I've been covering crime, going over, I go over the probable cause documents. I go over tons of different, first you have the articles, right? And then, you try to go with trusted sources, look at that. Then you get the probable cause document, you work through it, and you put it together, right? What does that mean? Oh, the shooter fed up? Right. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that when you're covering it this long, you realize that you have this huge population of people who love conspiracies. I guess they could be interesting and entertaining, but that's not what I do. Okay? I think I can't stand doing that. Unless it's a real thing, like it's presenting itself as a conspiracy. In this case, we have people saying, look at that guy's hand over there. Ooh, what's that guy doing with his cell phone? What's that one? And that's the classic bull crap, okay? That's true. I mean, what I'm telling you right there is true. We don't, the things that they're saying are like incredibly unlikely to be true. And I'll tell you what, whenever you hear somebody say that's in the conspiracy realm that says the word clearly, that means it's absolutely unclear what they're about to tell you. It's kind of like the left uses that a lot. Clearly we, and it's like, well, it's what you're about to say isn't going to be clear, right? Yeah, and so I know it's frustrating that I don't entertain the guy in black over in the corner that was standing there, who shot under his armpit and got a direct hit on a neck. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, I think law enforcement, and by the way, I actually do generally trust law enforcement and the FBI when they're investigating cases, right? Now, do they screw stuff up? Yes, they do. Are they wrong sometimes?
It genuinely shows your character,
yes,
and your info is real and fact.
Well, thank you. Just wanted
to... red heart emoji.
Said, just wanted to thank you for contributing to Turning Point. Minimally shows your character. Yeah, well, we've given 2,000 to them. It's not bad. Just having the platform is what allows me to be able to do that. I try to get people to help support my channel, and then we donate money. We've had like fundraisers, people sending in super chats on 4 different nights. Yeah, I do. I trust like the FBI, and I trust law enforcement when they're investigating cases. And sometimes though, they're wrong, and I've actually covered that. Like, oh my God, this is garbage. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. And then later it comes out that we got it right here. All right, so I'm just trying to tell you, I just think it's weird that so many people are so like this mystified. Oh, you trust the FBI? I do in general. I know that they, like some of the shit they were doing, during the last administration, but that was more political shit. Okay, like when they're investigating cases, they're the ones that get in there, dig around, and find stuff. They have different tools that other people don't have. And yes, you guys, if you're watching this show, just like Tracy right there, Tracy, I guess you say, and talk, right? Is that how you say it? If you guys could help support the channel, that would be awesome. Especially get some channel memberships for people. Wow, you better look how crooked the FBI is. Yeah, I get it, man. I know there's stuff out there. Okay, I get it. I said in general. Okay, do you hear the difference there? I'm not like you, all right, who hates the FBI, law enforcement, they're horrible people, they're just... Well, what the hell are you doing then? I mean, you're just... Man, who the hell would want to live in a society like that? I mean, I guess, Jesus, it's crazy. Hey, Zoza, can you tell me what I'm looking at? If I mean, there's nothing on there that lets me know. So can you go back to Facebook and type in like what I'm looking at? It doesn't say anything. I don't want to just play it without knowing what it is. Right. Ah, Jesus, you guys, you just... I just said in general. Who? That who was working for? I don't know what it's about, man. I don't know what that means.
Chewbacca?
Okay, I'll just read it and see what happens. I don't know what this is. Hey, thanks, Sophie and Alley Cake. I want to add a note of clarity here. The individual was doing advanced security for a known guest. Okay, so maybe they're clearing this person.
Ocean wave emoji. Ocean wave.
Maybe they're clearing him. Okay. We do not believe. Let's see. Guest Planning to attend the memorial service tomorrow. We do not believe, but that's just so weird. You walk in there with a gun and a knife, and you're not really, nobody knows who the hell you are. And we do not believe this person was attempting anything nefarious. However, the advance was not done in proper, coordination with Turning Point USA security team or a U.S. Secret Service. Also important to note that this was before the site had been fully sealed and locked down. That makes it almost worse, kind of, you know. Every precaution is being taken to ensure everyone's safety. Okay. Well, maybe that makes it less nefarious, but either way, I'm still nervous about tomorrow. I mean, that's just like, there's just so many crazy people out there. Fantastical magic trick. Thanks, Dixie Hippie. Let's see. I want some... Oh. Who's the person that you... I don't even know who that person is, though. Is he a Turning Point person? Andrew Colvett? I mean, is he... Thank you, Crossfire. Keep up the good work, Gray. Hey, thank you. I hate the, both sides need to really dial down. Look at the killings and attempted assassinations are coming from one side at this point. Okay? I mean, has there been violence over the years? Sure. But at this point, we're kind of in a, tipping point of one side with a bunch of radical people that are, it's just kind of obvious. Have you kind of noticed that at all? I mean, literally attempts to kill Trump, and now you got Chalie Kirk, and then also Kavanaugh. I was reading about that. The guy turned himself in. I mean, it was kind of a weird thing, but just lunatics, man. I mean, how do you get so riled up like that? It's weird. Red, white, and blueberries had me all emotional. All right. Oh, he's the producer? Okay. So okay. All right, so I guess that we won't go over that information. They did charge him, though. I guess they'll probably have to drop that, I'm sure. And by the way, I just watched an entire Chalie Kirk debate with somebody regarding, and he was so supportive of Israel, it was crazy. He said all the same stuff like, hey, out of all the countries over, I say the same thing, by the way. I've said, it's weird when I go back and listen to what Chalie Kirk says about different things politically. I'm not really 100% on board with some of his religious philosophy and beliefs, but, politics, I say the same thing. In the Middle East, the only country that it has sort of Western ideal where you sort of feel like you can just be you is Israel. All right, that's it. Maybe I'll have to turn this off. It's just so many subs coming in. Every time you hear that music, it's a sub. We're just kind of getting into hundreds. I guess when you have a couple videos that are doing well, that's what happens. Right, but we just have one side always demonizing one, Have you looked at George? He's an idiot, man. Don't ever bring that name up again, Moft. My God, he is a total idiot. Why do you guys... See, that's the thing. Why are people... It's actually mind-boggling, okay? That guy is nuts. He said in the Delphi case that both girls were garroted, and then he walked down the wrong trail. And he put it out there, and everybody was like, wow, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he was absolutely full of crap, okay? And so all I'm telling you is you can do whatever you want. Anybody can watch whatever you want to watch. It's your gig, man. You do whatever the hell makes you feel good. All right, we have 0 channel memberships. 0 gifted channel memberships. Alert. Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is I'm getting subs, and it's really for like this case, right? I mean, maybe if there's another one that's sort of similar, they would come around. But you know, oftentimes when you're covering a case like the Delphi case, for example, those people aren't necessarily going to watch you when you cover a different case. So that's kind of one of the issues in true crime. Even though I cover them all the same, if I have the information, that's just how it is. Hey, Mystified, I'm not interested in what you have to say. Do you understand? I'm sick of your comments. All right? You're a lunatic. My God. I mean, in general, I trust the FBI and the police when they're investigating cases. I don't trust them very much in any sort of political investigation, and I would call this more of like a crime. It just has political overlap. Okay? It's different. Listen to her outside of curiosity. Hey, thanks. Look at that. Alley Cake. Somebody gifted a membership. What is that pin near Chicago? I don't know. Whole bunch of them. Why does it matter? Let's see. Lots of crime have been covered logically on here. Yeah. I don't know. How would anybody know if it was a country club one? It's the Lane Bryant murders. Lane Bryant murder. Okay? There you go. Maybe the most divisive yet. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy. All right, well, what I was going to do tonight, though, is work on, make a video. Just the video portion of it. But you guys can all be here and you'll see how everything, I'm not really going to make, the actual video, but you'll see we'll go through the timeline information while working on this. I mean, if that made any sense. It's, I think it'll be pretty interesting. All right, so, Chuck Keeler, he sent me, he has more videos from out there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off. Let's see, where is it? This one right here. All right, we're going to put this under here. And we're going to make a video where we sort of fill in the time that isn't on surveillance with actually walking around. Like camera footage. All right? So let's try to get this thing lined up here. Hey, thanks, Barbara Hall. Uh-oh. It's already, I'm getting a crazy little clocking here. Is that going to be, that could be bad. Every once in a while. Adobe Premiere is very unstable. I can't tell you how many times I've had to restart over. I'll be like 30 minutes into editing, and then it crashes, and then it has a backup thing that said, hey, we've got to, look at that right there. It'll say something like, let's see. Yeah, open up a backup, and then it says, oh, the backup's corrupt. So then you open the file back up again, and if you hadn't been saving it every 5 minutes, it's like sometimes it's not even there at all. You got to start completely over again. It's nuts. It's so frustrating. I've had to do one time. I had to do it 3 times, and then those are usually the videos that nobody watches. And then it's like, man, that was. Dre, what is your thoughts and feelings about Memorial tomorrow? What do you mean? Well, I think it'll be cool to. I mean, it'll be interesting to watch it. I'm glad they're. I think it's important to do. I mean, Chalie Kirk was a really huge person in the conservative movement, and especially for young people, and so it was a really devastating loss. So why isn't that going to open up? Let's see. Okay, there it is. All right, good. At least that's there. All right, I got to do this. I got to close this down again. And then open up this other one. Although that's not it. Oh, wait, I'm using this. God, that's stupid. All right. Yeah. Yep, when I do that, keeps opening up the old version of the newer, the beta model. I don't want to use that. Read about people. Yeah, that's what I just said that, JJ, like 5 minutes ago. I thought you wanted me to talk about something else. I just said that. I think I'm worried about tomorrow's. I've said it twice about tomorrow's event. I think there's so many nut jobs out there, radical, left-wing, crazy people, that they're going to do something. Somebody's going to try something. Yeah, let's see. I hit the reopen button. Yeah, that didn't work. Just got to open up. Now I got to open up this one, and then I got to grab these files that I did before. Number 51. Take these. All right, and close it. Close this project. Don't save it. And then open up the timeline one. Paste these over here. Right there, and then save it so I don't have to do that again. All right. And then let's go ahead and see this video. We'll bring this video in here. Let's get rid of everything else. I'm going to make it full size. So see that? Now we see the whole thing. And then what we're going to do is, see down here where it says 11:45:07. Can you see that in the white letter down there? Lettering. So I'm going to go all the way to the beginning of this. It doesn't match the time in black. All right. So 37. And then right when it turns 11:45:38 on the dot, 11:45:38. And I'm going to go right over here on that number. 11:45. Right there. And move that right there, and then boom. That number and this number are exactly the same. All right. So now we have You know, we can just kind of move this over there a little bit. What happens if I slide that over? Does that affect anything? Yeah, that's weird how it does that. Hey, thanks, Steph S, for gifting a membership. You know what I could do is just 11:45:38 right here. 11:45, and then just kind of maybe right there, and then that's more over here now. 11:45:37, 38. Now I gotta do that again. $37. And once you get it started, then it's easier. All right, there we go. See the seconds, everything matched up totally. All right, now we can just kind of see what happens in here. I think it'll be pretty cool looking, because we're going to put in video of walking in the same spot, but you'll have the time will still be there. I use Adobe Premiere. But while you're watching, you guys, fun fact, everybody, the FBI coined the term conspiracy theory. Okay, mystified. You must be scared every day when you're at home wondering if the FBI is out there. My God, I think in general people trust law enforcement, you know, like in general. But there are samples out there where something bad happens. I mean, I don't know, man. I would think it would suck to have a belief system that, like, I hate when people say, I don't trust law enforcement and stuff like that. It just sounds so, you know what I mean? Like 95% of them are great people, probably even a bit more than that. And it's like, it sounds so shitty, especially when, you know, I don't even know what political affiliation people have when they sound like that. You almost sound like a lefty. You know what I mean? You gotta be kidding. Hey, Mystified, you know what? I don't have time for you tonight, man. Okay, so we'll let you come back tomorrow. But have a good... it's just not fun, you know? So maybe tomorrow, man. All right, see you later. Yikes. Do some research, Gray. Oh, God. I sit around and I wring my hands every day just wondering what the cops are going to do next time. I'm never watching again. Hey, thanks, Charlotte Denny. Appreciate it. You know that same mystified clown up there? I bet you if somebody broke into their house, they would call 911. No, I wouldn't, Gray. I'd get out my guns. Yeah, okay. Right. Hey, thanks, Charlotte Denny. All right. Okay, you guys see what we're doing here, though? So we got the time. We just have to have that locked in. This is when it all begins right here. That's what we have so far, but maybe in the future we can go backwards in time a little bit. So we got this one. And then our buddy Chuck Keeler, he was out there. And I have this video. So this is him walking in the same spot. So I think what we could do is see that white fence, that tall white fence over there. He's walking by that one right there. So we can literally put that in there and just sort of trade out a little bit here and there. All right. So if I move this over to there, you know, I think I could do something like this. Watch. He's not, well, that guy, he's not at the fence yet. Hold on. So there he is, coming in. And he's right at the, we'll go right at that telephone pole. Right there. Let me go back. I'm going to go back a little bit. There is a pole there, right? Oh, yeah, there's on that side of the fence. Okay, right there. So there you go, watch. So I'm going to back it up, and then he's right at the telephone pole. Then we switch over to this view. He's walking, all right? And I would imagine you could probably almost just cut the next one out over here. I take that and slide it over. And then, you know, there he is walking right here between the cars. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just walking the fifth one from the end. Right there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Back it up. 2, 3, 4. So he's probably walking quicker than the guy. Yeah, apparently he's somebody that was supposed to be there. I don't know, man. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so right here is where that gets picked up again. So when we watch this one, let's zoom in again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just before, like right there. I mean, we didn't really get to see him much, though, did we? Yeah, I guess right in the middle. So this is what I'm trying to do. Watch. So let's just watch it. What I've got so far. I don't know if you can see this, but so there he is coming in over here. And right next to that telephone pole, this is what it was looking like from the shooter's eye. And then there he is walking by the truck right there. Okay. And then he's right in this position right now. And then he makes his way to this crosswalk over here. I can probably stop it right there. And I bet you if I just slide this over, you can see that he's almost there, maybe. Is he there yet? Yeah, he's right there. Yeah, let's see, he's a little bit quicker than... Yeah, see, he's actually at the second little wall towards the end. I think that was pretty close. Wow, that was right on the money. Wow. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's crazy. Man, that was like... if I just go back a little bit. Are you guys following along? I know it's sort of probably kind of boring, but I think it'll be pretty interesting. This part's kind of complicated because it's just, you can see him in the distance there, and then probably like that. There you go. Kind of goes to the end there. So watch it now. This might be sort of interesting. You'll just be able to see what it looked like. He's right at the end of right by the telephone pole there. Yep, there it is. Walking down the street there. And then now we're over here. This is him walking. Right there. And that's in that exact same spot, walking. And then he's just getting near the end here. And right there. See? Pretty cool, right? And now the thing is, he actually walks down there to that dead end where the fence is. But he didn't do that. The killer didn't. So we'll just... oh, cool. I guess he didn't... You did it on another video that I saw. Awesome. Yeah, so he just walks this direction. Turns left. And he kind of was walking on... Then this is that other street where the surveillance cameras are. And then, he sort of stopped over there, which the killer probably didn't do. So what we could do is take this frame. We're looking straight there. And then when he comes back out again, we'll just cut out the middle portion. But hey guys, we're having one of those massive lulls. It gives no motivation to sit here and work on a video. So you guys have the ability to support the channel. We've only got 3 channel memberships, which is really bad. So if you have the ability, that would be great. See, look at that. I edited out that part where he turned. And it just barely shifts a little bit there. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's people on Discord, Yeah, I don't care about yeah, I have a yes, I have a troll channel out there that all they do is make videos about me. I don't care, It doesn't affect me or anything. They're just obsessed people, So I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of psycho people in the world. I guess you haven't really made it if you don't have a bunch of trolls, right? I'm pretty sure you're just somebody who wanted to advertise that, the Mad Scalper. Yeah, so these 2 homes right here. So this is pretty interesting right here, right? So remember how he kind of cuts across? So maybe right in that spot, then we can put in the TMZ footage, which is, I think, this one. Yeah, it's right there. All right, so move that in to here. And look, oh my God, look at how close that is, you guys. See, this just shows you. Look at that right there. 11:49:33, and then this is 11:49:13 within 20 seconds of that time frame. All right. Isn't that wild? So it's only within... so let's see. I guess it's right there, though. And he's got the... he's limping. Not limping, but... well, I mean, he's limping because there's a gun. See, somebody goes, he's not limping, Gray. He's got a gun. I go, well, no, he's limping because he's got a gun in his pants. Hey, thanks, Michelle H. And you've been blocked, the Mad Scalper. So, don't bother typing. Live in a hard drug-infested town. So I think what I might do is make this walk slower. So let's say about 80%. Because he's walking really slow comparatively. Look at that. That's crazy. 349, 38. This is 34 here. So he walks all the way down the street, turns, goes across. I think I need to just time up. All right, so it's just before that driveway. It's 11:49:34. Just before that driveway. So it's right there. So he does cut across right at the right time. So that says 11:48:59. So let's speed this up or slow it down again, like 70. Oh no, that. That's too slow. I think what I'll do is just coming around. So he kind of cuts right here is where he cuts across. And that's actually 34 seconds different. So that might have been like when he was, if we put back in where he kind of, this might eat up some of the time where he sort of looks over there for a second. And then right there it's 11:49 instead of 11:49:34. So I mean that whole walk, you'd have to slow down the full walk over there. Maybe let's say if I make this whole thing like 90%, would that have an effect on that? That's pretty good, pretty good. Now it's 11:49:18 right there. So how about if we go like 75%? And that's too much. How about 80%? Yeah. How about like 82? That's pretty close. Hey, thanks, Carolina. Or welcome. All right, guys. I don't want to have another one of those nights where it's just lull fever. You know, just it's gonna be difficult. I mean, I can do this on the side, but I thought you guys would be interested in watching. And let's see. Oh, so it's 11:50:19 right there, but right when he gets, see, he's walking, he's moving so slowly, though. Oh, that's interesting. So I think I was looking at the wrong thing a minute ago. Let me go back. So it's just before, not at the end of that white, it's like right 11:49:35, just before that white driveway. 11:49:35. So it's like right here. So if we go speed and duration, 80. Ah, that's good. Look at that. 11:49:35, right there. And then we just cut off the rest of that, and then put this here. And then look, now he's right there. Shoot, let's see. Let me just make that one different. 81. Okay, that should be good. Ah. I gotta match these up. So I guess what I have to do is make it match. 40. Eight. Thanks, Carolina. Right here. That's pretty good. Look at that. It's like backwards. That's pretty good. Look at that. 11:49, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Pretty close to what was there. And then let's see what happens when it a little bit further. And that then he's just short of that second pull there. Was it that one? Yeah. It's like right there. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, hit save. Thank God. Anyways, what's going on, you guys? It's like seeing the wizard behind the Well, I thought it'd be cool, like if you're all, well, you know, or watching this, you see how, and then I obviously have to narrate it and stuff like that, but you could sort of see, like, I think it's makes it even more clear what's going on. Oh, cool. So he... I think he's... Basically, this just continued, right? Let's see. Which one had the bush next to it? Ah. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. So it's about, this is it's the same spot. So if I go like that and move this over to here, YouTube is censoring me. Get over you. Hey, thanks, Dixie Hippie. How are they censoring you? All right, and then this next camera picks them up too. So this is this one. And we don't have a time on it. But we see him just, not that one, this one right here. So we see him when he's coming just off that flower there. How about almost on that one line that's on the ground? Wow, that was a long video. So there it is right there, the flowers on the right. So I think you can see them about right here, right? And that goes in there. Right, and the guy, when he walks down, I guess I might as well keep the whole thing there. He walks back that direction, and then off the screen right there. And then in this video, probably just bring that in right there. See that? Pretty cool, right? So it'll be like this, walking like this. Well, no, that's the one with the basketball court. Hold on. Not something weird happened there. No, I think I got it right. Walks there. So past that bush is the blue flowers. So there was a little bit of a walk here before he got to the next house that had the camera on it. He had no issues going to Dairy Queen because it was far away. He changed his clothing and nobody knew what he looked like. So there he goes. There's nothing strange. I don't find anything strange about any of it. It just seems, you know, so he's walking. And so this surveillance is probably right around this time. And then he does this little, almost looks like he's changing his mind here. It's like, well, I don't know. Okay, I'll do it. Screw it. All right, now we're back to this. Walks over the little bridge here. Don't you think this is kind of interesting already? I mean, it's like you can just see it, right? No, I didn't go to the scene. A guy named Chuck, he did it. I actually was thinking about going out there. I actually talked to my wife. It was like, hey, maybe we should get out there. And, you know, just were kind of thinking if I could go by myself or if she wanted to come. I was going to bring my 360-degree camera. But he did exactly how I would do it. Like when I go there, I follow the path that we know. I don't go around and film random shit that has nothing to do with anything. But this is the exact path I had on Google Earth is where he walked. And he said he watched my videos, so, you know, maybe that's what he was doing. Hello, Anjanette. And so remember in the document, look what time it is right here. In the documents it said, see, most of the reporters and stuff, they never do it the right way when they go out to these places. They stand around, they get a sound bite, they don't know the case, they don't know shit. And so we never get to see the things that are really important. But there are people like, you know, like my channel and other people out there, when we go to the crime scenes, we actually go through the locations where everything, the surveillance and everything, and, you know, the places where somebody would walk that you see, and try to put the story together instead of just kind of, yeah, hey everybody, you know, up over here there's a shooter, maybe up on that roof. We've got it all dialed in, so we don't have to, I don't know. It's just, I guess people, I mean, for the mass media, everybody likes quick sound bites and shit, and I'm not into that. I like to do, you know, make it so everybody can see exactly what the deal is. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, I think this one, I think the other probable cause is better. You know, the one from the was it the 13th? Yeah, the 13th. This one has a better timeline. So right here it says, look at this. Suspect paused at the top of the stairs and pulled out what appeared to be a cell phone from his right pocket using his right hand at approximately 11:53. Look what time it is, you guys. I mean, he's almost, you know, it's almost exactly on the money here, right at the top of the stairs, off by maybe 30 seconds or so. So right there, it would be 11:53. So maybe we need to slow this down a little bit. What I'll do is I'll cut it off right there. And then, let's see, make this like 85%, because he's limping the whole time. And so that's 41, speed and duration, 80% speed probably. How about 78? Yeah, so that's right there, okay? And then I don't know if he's paused for a little bit, you know, I guess we're not going to get to know that. But, you know, he's kind of looking around here so people can get the shot. So what we should do here then is in the middle, like in the middle of this video, maybe make that go up here a little bit. Hey, Elena, we're... God. Jesus, it's not a reporter, Elena. It's not a reporter. Okay? It's a guy that just went out and did this because he saw, I mean, he said he was watching my videos and he wanted to go to those spots, so he filmed it. Yeah. It's exactly the same stuff that we do here whenever I get to have the ability to go to a crime scene. All right, Elena? You always seem to misinterpret stuff. It's weird. See, it took words right out of my mouth. All right, well, we're still on a massive lull again, you guys. Let's see, we're currently at about not even like a 30% of just a normal goal. So if you guys have the ability, help support the channel. If you're interested in what we do over here, that would be great. Thank you. Yeah, all right, so let's see. Is this bigger than... Yeah, let's... So he goes there, and then it seems like when he does this move here, then I could bring in the shot. No, I didn't miss under. Let's see. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess I misunderstood. I thought we weren't talking about her though. We were talking about the guy Chuck. Eleanor or Elena. I mean, were you aware of that? My God. No, nobody knows where he parked yet. All right, so let's put this one in here, and so this one, you can see that this is exactly where this is, right here. I mean, I guess you could just pop it up on the screen just for a moment, but yeah, I mean, it's the same spot. So I guess he hung out here for a little bit. Ah, jeez, Elena, Jesus, you're just all over the place. So right there. Okay, so there's that shot. And then there's the camera that took the shot there. Okay. And then there's a camera at the end here. So I think that's where this shot is, right here. And then right up there's the camera. There is this one. I wonder if let's see what happens if you go up here. Turn around. There he goes. How about we put that there? Although I kind of wanted to have it like match that, but I wish they released the video of that. That'd be pretty sweet. Maybe we'll do it that way. Crazy. I know it's kind of small. Maybe I could zoom in. It's hard to get to the layers over there. That's the problem. Thanks, Teresa. And Jeanette got a membership? What the heck? Jesus. Let's see. Alright, there's that one. That's pretty good. Alright, guys, what are the chances you guys could help support the channel tonight? I don't know, I've only been on here for a while, but we seem like we're just dead as a doornail again. Hour and 13 minutes. We could use some more channel memberships. We've only got 6 tonight. So if you guys have the ability, that would be awesome. Thank you. That's the second one. That's pretty close. Steph S. All right, thank you. For 90, for 91. Yeah, so the other one maybe, right? Because you did both of them. So probably 492 is the, I don't know if that's 493 maybe? Okay. That's confusing. Let's see. There's 2 trees. Oh, that's up there. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna use the one that has the full clip. Like that. Thanks, Steph S, Karina Edge, and Alley Cat. Yeah, Anjanette, she asked some good questions. Did you see her ask her interview with Bill Thompson? She didn't really let him off the hook on the you know, why didn't you ask these questions? Why didn't you get him to tell you where the knife was? See, it's weird because those 2 trees, like the other video starts when it's right up there. You know, it's right there, so you're skipping out on that. I think that'd be confusing. That video right here, but that one I think is a better walk, easier for him to have done. I don't have a way to get it. Because you'd have to go up that set of steps right there to do that. Oh, and then, okay, so where does this go? Okay, so it goes right to there. And does that do the same thing about right? Yeah. Okay, so you can see that little curve. How does that work for that? That's close enough. Hey, thanks, Mark Porter. Watching your show since the Kanika Jenkins case, and don't get a chance to catch you live very often. Your channel's the truth amongst all the nut jobness out there. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Very kind. Thanks. Got a new adjective, I guess. Nut jobness. Or maybe that's not an adjective. I don't even know what that is. What? More of a noun. Let's see. I discovered you and started watching your Jody. Oh, you saw some of the Arius videos? Cool. I think that's close enough where people wouldn't get confused. Although there's a person walking there. They're gonna go, what happened to that person? They just disappeared, Gray. Is that too confusing there? I don't know. Let me try it out. Hey, hold on a second. "5 days ago that it was being analyzed for DNA." What was? What was being analyzed? The FBI confirmed that the rifle used by Tyler Robinson was a Mauser. Yeah. DNA evidence consistent. Right, it was on the trigger. And we know all that. We've gone over all the stuff. What are people saying in the chat? Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody. Tyler Robinson was on the roof. He admits to doing that in his messages. Or he doesn't admit to that, but, well, he does in general, because the thing is the shooter was on the roof and is leaving the roof with a black towel wrapped around the rifle. Okay, then he jumps off the building, runs over to the woods, and puts the weapon in there just like he told his boyfriend. And then he changed clothes in there. Then they found the weapon in there because they watched the surveillance footage and tracked it to there. And then they got his DNA on the trigger and the rifle itself. Gray, he's just a patsy. Don't you understand? God. So many. Gonna have to watch. Yeah, a lot of them are like not even available. They're private. I have like there's so many videos I made on that case. Yeah, they think he had to have disassembled it. I mean, I guess you know what he could have done, I was thinking, is what if he did the shot and he just put the screws in but didn't tighten them? He just used it as like a one-shot kind of thing, like, and then he could just immediately separate it. Like he didn't actually screw in the bolts. He used the bolts. They were in there. He didn't tighten them down, and he just kind of, just for a one-shot type of thing. I don't know. Although, how would he run across the roof with it not screwed in? I don't know. I think he's got the whole damn rifle in his hands, you guys. You just can't see the barrel very well because it's so thin. His legs look thin at some points. Yeah, I think he just ran with it completely put together. Yeah. Yeah, we need somebody to do like a challenge or something tonight, you guys, because we're just really, really struggling. And then what time is it when he gets over here? Let's see. Continue it on. Wouldn't that be amazing if it was almost? So he goes into the building at 12:02. And let's see, we walk over there, and now it's 11:58. So he really walked slowly over here, you know. And by the way, we don't know what time that was, because remember he was on his phone for a while? At the top of this, so it was 11:53. He was right here, and he was on his phone for, you know, who knows what he was doing. Then he went down, but we don't know what time that was. We know that 11:53 he got there, pulled out his phone. So, you know, that might have been 3 or 4 minutes that he was standing around here. Let me just see how this part looks. Oh, was it? We never heard about that. I do think it was. They said it was a 30-06. You know, by the way, you know, there's different types of bullets that, you know, I looked it up. There's like, it looked like there was 15 different types of bullets that, you know, that the 30-06 can fire, and some of them don't have the, you know, that type of damage. So it could have been a different kind of bullet that went through that doesn't do the same damage. Plus, a lot of times you see these videos where people shoot a skull or like a skull, like a plastic one inside of gel, and the head just goes. But I don't know. When you see a bullet go into a gel pack, it goes right through it. And I think that's what the neck would be like. I mean, it's so soft. The neck is just like, there's nothing there, really. And if it doesn't hit any... Now, I guess if it came out the back, it should have had like a pretty big exit. But what if it was, you know, the angle it was at, what if it was below his shirt? And that's why people didn't see it too much, you know? Like it was down below a little bit. I don't know. I guess we just have to wait for what they say happened. I mean, it could be that the bullet hit something and then tumbled into his neck and didn't exit. Confirmed by who? Don't say Candace Owens. All right. All we can do is wait for trial. Yeah. It is possible that the bullet was tumbling. I had a Franklin Armory information that is designed to cause tumbling bullets. Huh. Yeah, maybe that's what it was then. On Z? What's Z? I don't know what that is. Okay, well, why didn't the bullet exit? So no matter how you look at it, a bullet didn't exit, right? So why does it mean it can't be the bullet that he shot? Yeah, she's nuts. That's what I've been saying. But hey, guys, we're still on a massive lull again. I'm not sure what's happening. The last couple nights we have these like 20, 25-minute time frames where zero support, as if I'm not even doing anything on the channel. And it would be great if you guys could support the channel during those time frames, because at the end of the month here, we are currently, I mean, these months are just flying by. We're on the 20th already. So got to try to have a big ending to the month and see what we can do at the end of the month in terms. We've already given out 2,000 this month so far. But, you know, these trolls out there say that I never say this. Yes, I say, you guys, if there's charities out there at the end of the month that you want to go out and support yourself, you can go ahead and do so. All right? Nobody is required to send money into my channel, but at the end of the month, I just take a large portion of the income and support it. So if you want to support me, and we also send a lot of it to various true crime related charities, then that's great too. So whatever you want to do. I've said that a million times, but of course the trolls never seem to want to hear that. They always repeat only the things that they want you to hear. I think you just type in PayPal, don't you? Like this. Yeah, we did get a Kathy sent in a PayPal. Thank you. And then we got Susie Clue with a coffee. And other than that, we're just struggling along. Yeah, I try to tell everybody, listen, hey everybody, hey, listen to how this works. My channel, I work really hard to do my shows and put out accurate information. I make an income doing YouTube. I try to bring in as much income as possible every single month by people who watch the channel, channel memberships, super chats, ad revenue, etc. Then at the end of the month, I try to donate, like, I don't know, between, sometimes it's like 25 and 35% of the gross income goes out to various charities. All right? That's how I do it over here. If you don't want to help support my channel, which is what I'm feeling like tonight, that's okay. We'll just go, you know, it just means, all I'm saying is, like, at the end of the month, if I don't ask and we don't get the income that comes in, I'm just going to not be able to give anywhere near what we've been doing, okay? I have to, you know, I'd like to be able to have months where I do well, and then there's other months where I don't do that well. You know, isn't that just weird to expect YouTube channels to just suffer and suck and, you know, not make it because you just want to watch? You know, I mean, I really understand it. You know, when you work really hard and you put a video out and very few people watch it, I mean, it's so disappointing. You know, it's and you work really hard and that video will maybe make $20 on ad revenue because it got like 3,000 views or something. And then you have videos that get a lot of views and YouTube doesn't give you any ad revenue at all. It's crazy. I mean, hardly anything. Yeah, so if you're out there watching the show right now, if you have the ability to help support the channel, just consider, like, I'm a waiter at a restaurant and you're tipping the channel. Nobody's required to do so, but at the same time, wouldn't that be nice? Stupid little YouTube videos that take hours. I don't know how you... yeah. So we got that. Hey, thanks, Alpha David. I'd really like to hear your opinion on the footage of Chalie Kirk throwing the hats into the crowd. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has body armor on those. Or support straps under his right t-shirt. It's very... Well, what did they say on Z today about body armor? Did they say anything about that? If they were all the way, there's no exit wound, didn't anybody have a brain to ask the person, hey, was he wearing body armor? Anybody? Hey, thanks, Ashley, for the PayPal. Nah? Anybody? Yeah, I mean, they've just screwed me over on a couple of these videos. You know, one of my videos, listen to this. A video got 100,000 views, and it made $225. That's insane, okay? I've had videos that got 10,000 views and made 75. So I don't, you know, like $75, you know, or 100 even. I mean, sometimes even 120 for 10,000. You know, but all of a sudden you get one and it's just crazy. I don't know what Z is. I don't know what that is. They said that. Anyways, does anybody... the sheriff said he wasn't wearing body armor. Wait, what didn't work? Welcome, Corey, up there. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, I mean, if I showed you yesterday, you'd see it. I mean, yesterday's that video that I put out got a ton of views, and it just absolutely did terribly financially for the amount. It's very rare to get a video with that many views and for them to screw you over like that. I sent you a picture via email and it was pretty close up. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't have an email from you. Yeah, so there's about we gotta like kill 4 minutes of time. Because he makes it to the door at 11:58:33. So we need to get rid of 3.5 minutes. I think that would be at the steps and probably walked slower, I would imagine. Yeah, he probably wasn't walking that fast. Yeah, and that's 2.5 minutes. So maybe he was doing the text message for like 2.5 minutes. Let's see, I missed some donations, but thanks everybody. I just read Andrew Colvitt's post on X about the lack of an exit. He confirmed there was no exit. Right, but how come he didn't mention if he wore a body armor or not? Okay, so if there's no exit wound, then that must mean it was tumbling for some reason. And it just sort of got stuck in there. During the videos, he's not doing live sponsor ads. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I need to do that. Mason Windu. You know, maybe I would do better and not have to worry too much. All right, let's see. I want to address some of the discussion about the lack of an exit wound with Charlie. I'm usually not interested in delving into most of this kind of online chatter, and I apologize, this is somewhat graphic, but in this case, the fact that there wasn't an exit wound is probably another miracle, and I want people to know. I just spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie in the hospital. He said the bullet absolutely should have gone through, which is very, very normal for a high-powered, high-velocity round. I've seen wounds from this caliber many times, and they always just go through everything. This would have taken a moose or a moose or two down an elk, etc. What? But it didn't go through. Charlie's body stopped it. I mentioned to his doctor that there were dozens of staff, students, and special guests standing directly behind Charlie on the other side of the tent, and he replied it was an absolute miracle that someone else didn't get killed. His bone was so healthy and the density was so impressive that he's like the Man of Steel. It should have just gone through and through. It's like, so his neck bone was that strong that it likely would have killed those standing behind him too. In the end, the coroner did find the bullet just beneath the skin. Just beneath the skin. Where? On the other side, though? Or even in death, Charlie managed to save the lives of those around him. Remarkable. Miraculous. Well, that's not going to work for the conspiracy theorists. I mean, you can forget that, right? I mean, that's... Man. All right. Let's see if we can get... if we can get 11 more channel memberships, at least we'll make it to like the lowest end of the goal, you guys. So as a group out there, if you guys can get 11 more channel memberships, that'd be great. Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it's like in your neck, bones aren't really that thick either, you know? Now, what guy? I'm not making up anything. You talking about this Andrew Colvett guy? I'm reading it right here. Let's, let's let comments stay unless they're disparaging the channel or something like that, you guys. Yeah, this isn't going to help the conspiracy theorists. I mean, this is, there's no way they're going to believe something like that. You know, it's like, it's a miracle. I mean, now it's like, oh, now they're calling it a miracle. I don't believe in miracles, man. There's no way in hell this guy is. You know. Yeah, but it didn't hit the collarbone. It went right through the middle of his neck. I've seen it. It went right here. Right there. You know, just... So, you know, whatever it got stuck in, that's crazy. It seems like it was tumbling, though. And now, so what they need to answer now is, you know, here, let me... that won't work for the conspiracy theorists. Yeah, not that he's going to answer me. All right, you guys, don't all get started at once, but we need 11 more channel memberships. Let's see, different round, had different velocities. I know, I actually looked in earlier. I said, you know, what type of rounds can a 36 fire? And then there was like this image that came out. It was like yeah, man, there was, I can't find it, of course, but there was an image that I had earlier. It had like, it looked like 15 different type of bullets, and some of them, thanks, Mason Windu. And Alley Cake. I mean, I guess it's going to come down to is what type of bullet did he fire? And, you know, did it hit something where it started rotating in the air, or is that something sometimes bullets can just do, you know? I think it was this picture right here. Let me look at this thing. And these are 5 reasons why 30-06 Springfield is the best. I mean, that's not what he had, but what type of round in a 30-06? Was it Mauser? So maybe they're less. Okay, right there. So I don't know. I mean, what if it was like a different size and doesn't have the same kind of explosive power? Hey, look at that. Okay. Hey, we're getting somewhere. We still need 7 more. Yeah, that was a lot, wasn't it? All right. So where do you think shouldn't I just put the minutes back here? I think what I'm going to do is like right here. He gets right there. And then just kind of tick away a couple minutes. So I'm going to grab everything over here. Let's see. Right there. And then everything else. Move it away. Jeez. 53. Insert frame hold segment. There we go. I mean, shouldn't I speed up time when we're just... I guess I could just let it play and just talk. Hey, look at that. Hey, there we go. 12:02 going through the door. All right. Can I get a boom? There we go. Guy got it. You guys want to see all of it so far? Just played out. Okay, here we go. Here comes the surveillance. There he is coming on the left up there. 11:45:48. He's walking down the street. And I had to stop. Turned up the radio and dropped the top. Can't sing that one. Alright, we need 7 more channel memberships, you guys. We just died again. Just like that. And there he is walking down the street over there. Gets near the end. Kind of looks to the left there, but continues walking. This is like real time. So you just kind of picture he's walking. He's walking a little slower, right? Because he's sort of sliding the leg along. Why does it matter, Lee? I mean, it's weird when people ask questions like that. It's like, are you trying to like give away, get something? Strange. Some guy named Chuck, all right? We talked about it last night. I made a whole video that I just put out that has his name in it. Right, I don't know, just like, yeah. Yeah, there he is right there. I mean, it's just strange. I don't want people to, like, stalk him or something. You guys are odd. You know, strange questions. So here you go, turning right here. So I had to slow things down. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out there with my on my own and bring my 360-degree camera. I think that would be. It's a 700-mile drive, but hey, you know, maybe it'd be worth it. Because with a 360-degree camera, you could look around in all directions. Yeah, I think Chuck watched my videos. You know, he had the exact path that I wrote on that I put on the screen. Even going over that little tiny little bridge. Let's see. Right, Chuck? You had to have watched my videos, I would think. I mean, it's literally exactly what I have on the videos. Let's see. God, who cares what he ate, man? My God. If I went there, I wouldn't even ask what did he order. I just. Right, so here we go. Look, here we go. And then it switches over to that shot, because that's the same spot, basically. Then coming over here. There it goes right here. Here it goes right here. Oh, there you go. Well, maybe great minds then, I guess. Great minds. Alright guys, we're still stuck at 13. We need 7 more channel memberships. Gifted out. We're having massive lulls for no reason at all. Just whatever, you know. So here he is walking right here. Walk by the purple flowers. And he walks over to the edge there, turns around. Looks like he's almost about to change his mind or something. Then he's like, ah, what the hell. Hey, thanks, William. Oh yeah? Okay. Maybe why don't you send me the link, William? We'll take a look at it. That way I don't have to, like, spend time looking for it. Like, just email it to me. I mean, this is exactly what he's doing. I mean, look at this. I have him slowed down quite a bit, so because he doesn't walk as fast as Chuck's walking. But he makes it to the tunnel. They said 11:53. Then he grabs the phone, and I think he probably sits there for a couple minutes before he walks in. Alright, then this is where you would say on here, let's see, at 11:53 hours, suspect paused at the top of the stairs and pulled out what appeared to be a cell phone from his right pocket using his right hand at approximately 11:53 hours. Suspect eventually put what appeared to be a cell phone back in his right pants pocket using his right hand. Surveillance captured the suspect making his way towards the Losi Center. All right, so I'm just having him going to be here for a couple minutes. You know, when they say eventually, you know, maybe he just hung out here and was looking at his phone, checking something. You know, maybe I can speed it up in this area a little bit, and then all the way to here, and then maybe at 11:55 or so, he starts walking down the tunnel, and you know, we just killed some more time doing this, but on that shot, that's where that is right there, walking down. And then when the camera pans around up at the top, that's where the 360-degree camera is. Why don't you speak English there, text 32? Yeah, and right there, that camera up here is where, I don't think he paused in his video, Chuck, but there's the camera right there that took the shot that we just saw, this one. I would actually maybe make that, put it a little bit here-ish, something like that. But there's the camera right there. Then he just comes around the corner. These are all off now. I gotta move these. Yeah, that's right. I changed the timing on this. I got it slowed down so the engines sound kind of weird. Alright guys, we're still only at 13 channel memberships. We've frozen again. I don't know, 6K. He walked there, though. What's wrong with you? Why do people have questions for everything? It's just ridiculous. Hey, you got. Hey, why would he step off? Hey, look at. Why did he step off of that with his right foot? You know, it's weird. Wait a minute. Why did he go off the curb over there? He could have gone over here. He could have done this. He could have. It just is what it is, man. Why does every single thing question as if it's a really interesting nugget to delve into? I get so sick of it. You know? My God, you guys. Hey, look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why did he put it in his right pants? How come he didn't put it on his left leg? I mean, it's weird. He's right-footed, right? It's crazy. It's just... All right, anyways, you guys, on my channel, every single night, I try to raise funds to help support the channel, and at the end of the month, we donate money. We've given $2,000 out already this month. I need you guys' support when I do the shows. You guys are the sole source of the income, and we're not even close to reaching even the minimum goal currently. So if you guys have the ability to help support the channel tonight, that would be great. Like I said before, just think of me as a waiter at a restaurant, serving a 3-hour meal or something. You know, it's maybe you could support the channel a little bit. Yeah, since YouTube's videos, they don't pay shit on the videos. Now, you're questioning too many things, 6K. It's almost like you're looking for something to question. Think through it and then ask, and then question something. All right. It's not interesting. You're not being cute and funny. Hey, what about this? Ooh, what about this? What about this? Think through it and then ask it. Is this really something that's interesting? All right, try that. All right, try that. Give that a shot one time. Instead of just every single, oh my God, hey, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that on the ground right there? What is this? What is that right there? How come he didn't trip over that when he was walking? Well, maybe he did. We don't have video of that. Well, why don't we have video of that? Well, maybe they don't have a camera set up there. Why not? Well, when they planned the entire building, they didn't put a camera there. Man, how do we know he went this way? He could have hit that bench. Might have tripped or something. Are you sure he went up these stairs? A lot of stairs here. I think he went the other way, but he didn't. I wasn't able to use that one because it wasn't a smooth movement. Had he walked back from the original position and then up the other thing, then I could use the other one. But I had to use this one. I think he came from that left side, though. That makes more sense. And then I took that and then added it to the other one because this one doesn't continue on. So then I put this one in there. Goes up around. Forget it. It's gonna be. I think I'm gonna end the show pretty quick. It's just I can do this on my own, you know. I thought you guys might be interested. There is not any lack at all, David. Your brain is malfunctioned. It's about as airtight of a case as you could possibly get. Yeah, Candace Owens is embarrassing herself. I don't even know if she's actually recoverable at this point. Look at that guy way up there. It looks just like the guy. A backpack, wearing all black. Look at that. Jesus. See, then at 12:02 goes inside the building. Yeah, I have it like 12:02:08 or, you know, whatever. It's close. And then inside this building, there's about, 12 minutes of missing time. So we don't know what he was doing. I bet you he went out. You know what I think he did? I think if somebody has video that he went out this door and went to the right and watched and just checked on the event, actually. You know, he probably went out this door and then went over to the right over here Because there's actually a space that you can walk up. Alright guys, is there any chance you guys could help support the channel tonight? We're back into that mode where I gotta ask over and over and over again for no particular reason. Alright, so maybe right over there, you walked around, you can see the event right around that corner over there. Alright, anyways, that's where we're at currently. I'm gonna go ahead and just... yeah, I'll just go ahead and work on it later. Alright, you guys. Thanks for being here. Thought this was way more interesting than it was, I guess. So we got Tracy, Anta, K-Me, Sophie H, Allie Cake, Dixie Hippie, Crossfire, Allie Cake, gifted one. Then we had Barbara Hall, gifted one. Linda Buick. Then we had Steph S, gifted one. Then Charlotte Denny, Raven 187, Michelle H, gifted one. Carolina, new member. Carolina. Then we had Dixie Hippie, Teresa gifted one, then Steph S gifted one, Karina Edge, Alley Cat, and Mark Porter. Thank God for that. It would have been an absolute disaster. And then Mason Windu, Trex32. Then we had Corey K, Affidavit, Mason Windu gifted one, Alley Cake did, Dixie Hippie, and Lisa Valenzuela, then William 8299, and then William 8299 right at the end there. I didn't get an email from you. Maybe it made it to spam. Oh, you did. You're in my spam folder. So
all right, now if you come around to the other...
is this stuff just not interesting for you guys? Because it's weird when I do something like, hey, let's try to do this, and it's the worst night of the month. I mean, it's amazing, you know. It's like, why do it? All right, so you're saying, what time frame did you say it was at? You had it queued up, I think.
All right, now if you come around to the other side, this is where things get really, really interesting. There's something suspiciously missing from the back side of this target. And what's missing are exit holes. There's not a single exit hole in this sweater. I'll lift the sweater up.
No, nobody's supporting it, so it must not be interesting.
And see what we see.
It's just dead.
I'm going to show you something else that's really interesting. All right, you can see some of the keyhole rounds that came through. That looks like a keyhole to me. But you can see the rubber dummy's not even that thick here.
Interesting.
But many of the rounds hit here. You can see some of the keyholes. But none of them made it through the sweater. And if I look down here on the ground, look what I find. Fired M855 ball rounds. So what does this mean for the Reformation? For me, I don't think it's lethal at 100 yards. It'll hurt somebody, but...
yeah, so maybe it tumbled. Who the hell knows? But anyways, thanks everybody. We'll see you guys some other time. We did have PayPal. We had Kemmel, Ashley, and Kathy. Thank you. And then one coffee. And that's it. A dud of a night. What the hell happened, you guys? What happened? All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll just keep working on this on my own. Appreciate it. See you next time. And as I always say, until that next time, be safe out there. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. I don't need a Snickers bar.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now.
I need support when I do my show.
And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector. Rejector, I'm a certified human lie
Christine at the buzzer there.
Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector, it is my nectar. Professor Gray's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a perpetrator. Deflector, interceptor, and I mean a smoker with a vector on his specter. With all respect, y'all. Just remember, I the total fucking check ya. I have no agenda.
I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender.
I did send out
Yeah,
some.
so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody?
I did send out the 5 notebooks that I hadn't sent out. So I guess the people who already got the notebooks will be getting them. All right. Very cool. All right. Well, anyways, thanks, everybody. See you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow will bring? But anyway, maybe I'll put this video out tomorrow and you guys can say, hey, we were there for part of that. All right. Anyways, thanks, everybody. See ya.